Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, just a show that I like to put on Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, where I come live and channel a message for the collective, people like to call it. So that way, for those of you who can't join live, you can still get high vibe, number one, and number two, hear what you need to hear from spirit so that you can take your next step in life and start getting towards your desired manifestation. So, for those of you who are new to me, hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and law of attraction expert. And again, I like to do this show every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So, come hang out. The first 30 minutes is always free. I start with a general message so that those who can't join live can come hear their message. And those who can join live, I then dive into free mini reads for them for the first 30 minutes. After that, I do ask for donations, typically on YouTube in the form of a super chat to keep the show going. So if you guys are coming live, say hello. Let me know you're here. If you're watching the replay, let me know you're watching the replay. And if any questions come up for you afterwards, feel free to comment. And perhaps that will be the topic of the next show. So let me get one quick second to tag people, and then we will start the show. Who's live over on YouTube? Feel free to say hi. And again, I'm just tagging people and then we will start. All right, let us get this show started. So if you'd like to breathe with me, go ahead and close your eyes, sinking into this present moment, calling all of your energy and your focus back into this current room that you're in and back to connect with your own inner guidance system. Go ahead and breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in, breathing out. So it is a time in your life to get high vibe. You've gone through the shadow work, you've gone through dark night of the soul, whatever word you want to put to it. You've gone through your rest, reflect, inspect phase, and it is kind of time to start stepping into the new. So many of you who are procrastinating or stalling, just be aware that it's a fear of getting to know yourself more. Because this next thing that you want, you know that it's really about getting to know yourself more. So this is about changing your relationship with new. It's about changing your relationship with the unknown and recognizing that they can be positive. So all you have to do is go, okay, inner being, show me 2 or 3 times in my life where something new has been good for me. And it might be something as simple as, well, I've never a pumpkin latte. I liked that after I tried it. This food, I liked it after I tried it. This brand of moisturizer, I liked it after I tried it. This meditation, after meditating, remind yourself of 3 times where it was your first time on a hike, your first time going to a new restaurant, fear of the unknown, to remind yourself that sometimes unknown just means something new to explore to see if you like it or not. So, all that happened was that you guys manifested something in your past deliberately, intentionally, and you didn't like it. And you have then put blame on us, source spirit. But by the way, of the 5, 6 steps of manifesting, we're only one of the steps. And our step involves your step one, which is what is it that you'd like to experience? We then go find it and arrange the two to meet. Step three, you receive either the next step to take, the allowing in journey, or you receive the actual thing. Step four, you get so good at receiving, ask, receive, the synchronistic flow. Step five is when you experience something bad and you gain clarity for your next ask. Step 6 is where you just embrace that anytime there's something new, there's always going to be a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of insecurity, maybe fear, and go, I can feel that way and still manifest. So we're only step 2, and our job is to give you what you wanted. So many of you have spirit. I said I wanted to go back home with family, and this is miserable. This isn't fun. Why did you do this to me? No, you said you wanted to go back home with family, rearrange the flights, the money, the home for you when you got there. You may now have step 5 clarity. I don't like this, but don't blame us. If you can get into empowerment, I manifested that, I created that. Whoa, doggy, I didn't like that. Now you're at least in authenticity with yourself, your guidance system. Yes, no, good, bad. I manifested that and I didn't like it. In fact, that felt really, really bad. And I would have liked warning from spirit that I may not have liked it. But sometimes, dear ones, you ignore our warnings and go ahead anyway. Life is about manifesting something new. How do you feel doing it? Do you like it? Say, yes, please give me more. If you don't like it, don't downward spiral thinking it's karma you're working through, thinking it's twin flame runner stage you're working through, thinking it must be from my childhood trauma. It must be a trauma bond. Just go, whoa, I manifested that because I was curious what that was like and I didn't like it. And I was unprepared for these negative emotions I would feel, maybe shame, maybe guilt. I was unprepared for this lack of self worth. Wow, I didn't like that manifestation. Universe, give me time to recoup, give me time to fully release that experience, never manifest it again. Give me time to reacclimate to being high vibe. And I now have clarity that I want to be super in touch with my inner guidance system, super in touch with things that naturally make me happy. All that it was is you guys saw something, I want that, and then you didn't like it. Reattach to your inner being to reawaken, to remind yourself that you are a powerful manifester and start creating again. That is our message for you today. Whew. Whoa, guys, that was a good message. What do you think? Yo, Raluca, you made it. Um, hey, Antoinette. So yeah, say hi, guys. Be social. This is High Vibe Mornings. I am doing this every day, Monday through Friday. So Monday through every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I always start the show with a general from Spirit for like the collective. So those who can't go join live, you're gonna hear your message that you need so that you can number one, get high vibe, get happy. Number two, hear what you need to hear so you can take that next step in your life so that you're going towards your manifestations. So the first 30 minutes is always free. After that, I do ask for super chat donations over there on YouTube to keep the show going if you guys want the show to be going longer. So without further ado, guys, give me your comments. What were your thoughts on the general? Do you have a question on the general? Are you having like an epiphany, aha moment from the general? If you don't have any comments on the general and just want to dive into, well, here's my situation, here's my here's my question, go ahead and start typing your questions into the box. I don't know what to call it. But thanks for coming live and hanging out, guys. I love channeling and I can't do it without you. So thanks for choosing to spend your time this way. So I'm just waiting, guys, for your comments on the general or for your questions for a mini read. Hey, Emily, how are you? We are in High Vibe Mornings doing some free mini reads. It looks like you missed the general, but you can always come back and rewatch the replay. It was a good reminder if we manifest something we don't like, we can manifest something different. Yeah. And there is what they're saying right now is there is that ownership of you manifested it, because that ownership isn't about I manifested something bad. What's wrong with me? It's you didn't know it was going to feel bad before you manifested it. There was an element of force No, I will experience that, but it's a powerful reminder of, oh, I get how the law of attraction works. What I focus on, I get. I see how I focused on that and I did it obsessively, manically. So now I'd like to get in touch with myself, get to understand and know me so that I manifest things that make me feel happy, that make me feel uplifted, that make me feel delighted, that make me feel gleeful, that make me feel enthusiastic. I fully get that I'm empowered and I manifested that and it sucked. And now I'm ready to tap into manifesting something that would make me feel happy, uplifted, joyful, eager for life, enthusiastic, proud of myself, good about myself, eager for life. That's where we want you to recalibrate and refocus your focus. Okay, so yeah, taking responsibility for what I thought I wanted. Yeah, and it's like taking responsibility in a way where it's not beating yourself up because you didn't know it was going to feel better. Like babies have to try things for the first time, and sometimes they spit it out, sometimes they like it. And I've seen some babies who love oranges, others who are, what is that tang? So it like that's the human experience, right? We're down here to I like this, I don't like that, I like this. So feel free to give any comments. Give feel free to how does that apply to me in this situation? Or feel free to, hey, here's what I manifested a while ago. Can you help me view that in the empowered way Spirit's talking about? Or you can just also type in your questions for a mini read, guys. Hey, Emily's over there. That's so helpful. I felt like I had made such good progress in the last 2 weeks. I feel like I've moved backwards. Um, Okay, so what good progress did you make? And then what makes you think you're going backwards? Sometimes when people think they're going backwards, it's just their eyes aren't acclimated to the success that they're having and the direction that they're going. So you're just not used to like seeing the signs of alignment, which is step 3 law of attraction. You either receive the end goal or you receive the next step and you have to and the more that you can be in the moment of enjoying celebrating that next step, right? Um, the more that you're living in alignment to rapidly manifest, right? Because if you, oh, I want a date, a husband, and then your next guidance is going to the gym, you start going to the gym, you can either go, well, great, I wanted a life partner and I'm going to the gym. You're not in alignment while you're there. Your eyes aren't going to be up checking out the hotties there. Or you're not gonna, your eyes aren't gonna be on, wow, I've been going to the gym for a couple weeks now. I'm feeling better about myself. I now have a default expectation that I am a good partner. Someone wants this. Okay, I do expect it. Universe, where's my man? So a lot of times when people get the next step, they don't thoroughly embrace it and they don't thoroughly embrace the time that that step will take. But it's how much can you immerse yourself, engage yourself, passion, be present in the moment and thoroughly enjoy that next step. Like I'm going to the gym, I'm feeling better about myself. There's people at the gym that I could be meeting to date. I'm feeling like, and since I'm going to be feeling better about myself, I'm going to be radiating higher vibe and getting and like it's going to make it easier for my life partner to find me. That's living in alignment to rapidly manifest. I hope you guys like see the difference between those two. So Emily, go ahead and like I'm waiting for your chat questions. And then I see Antoinette's question after that. And I do have my tarot cards in case we need some tarot card guys. Yes, that makes sense. I felt like I moved away from patterns of thinking, being, and now I'm kind of back in the thought patterns, behaviors I moved away from. Oh, okay, so this is really about you not being hard on yourself, Emily. And you know, there's 4 stages of personal development. I saw that, Antoinette. There's 4 stages of personal development. There's like the first stage, which is where you're like unconscious and unaware. So you're unconscious that you even have a problem and you're unaware of the solution to fix the problem. Step 2 is where you're aware there's like you're like, okay, this is a pattern that I have. It's not helpful. And then you can start like, okay, well, what are some solutions to it? You start becoming aware of things you could do to change the pattern. This third box is where you're actively catch yourself like, oh, I'm repeating that old pattern. What are some, here's like some new behaviors that I identified. What's the new that I'm going to do? So you're like really in that I'm aware, I'm practicing the new. I'm aware, I'm practicing the new. Step 4 is where you've practiced the new so much that it becomes your default norm. So you can't expect yourself, and like 2 weeks isn't long enough to fully step into the new. It's a gradual shift of emotions. It's a gradual shift of vibrations. It's like think of it as 1% at a time. Um, it's easy when it's just me, but when I get busy, life happens, it feels harder to maintain. Right. So that's that next step I'm talking about. You got the next step for when it's just you. You did a good job. So now your next step part of it, you're still in that box 3 is okay, when I tried to apply the same thing when other people were involved, I backslid. So great, I identified a pattern that helps me when I'm on my own. Now I'm identifying something that I could do that will help me maintain my positivity when I'm around other people. So this is exactly what the general message was about, Emily. It's about a lot of times when you identify a pattern, when you identify it, it's no longer a pattern. It's no longer a subconscious, a limiting belief because you've identified it. Once you're aware of it, you're out of step 1 into the second box I mentioned. Now it's a choice. It's a choice to repeat the pattern or it's a choice to be moving from the box 2 to box 3. It's a choice to, oop, that's that old thing I used to do. What's the new? And like what I always encourage Emily for whatever it is and obviously when I'm on the live call with someone it's easier. I always encourage them if they can make a list of up to 10 things that they're going to do when that old choice reappears. And calling it a choice instead of a pattern makes it easy for like, it's just a choice. I have momentum built up on that choice. Of course, it came up again. I'm building the momentum on the new choice. And if you have that list of 10 things, I always say make 3 to 4 something that you can do in like 30 seconds, right? So if you're like someone who's overeating, what like one thing that they tend to it's like what's something you could grab in your pocket that will just oh instead of turning to food right away I'm going to grab this. So I like to carry a rose quartz stone with me because I'm like oh I've got my rose quartz stone. My new pattern is that when I feel like I want to eat a little bit since that's me searching out comfort I'm going to get the comfort from my stone. So just like 3 to 4 things that take like 30 seconds. Sometimes though when it's like there's a lot of momentum or there's a lot of anxiety that's causing you to seek that comfort, what are 3 to 4 things that you could do that will take between 2 to like 15 minutes? Well, sometimes I just need to walk. Sometimes I like to do breath work, right? And then list 3 to 4 things that take like 30 minutes and plus. Well, I could take a warm, soothing bath. I could throw rose petals in it. I could put Epsom salt in it. Because sometimes if it's like a little bit of an anxiety that's causing you to go back to your old choice, sometimes it'll just be grab that rose quartz really quick. Sometimes it will be, nope, this is a little bit more anxiety. That means I need to go on a walk to loosen up my energy and feel some of this emotion I'm avoiding. Sometimes it's like a nope, this is actually it hit me big, which just means be aware that it's like a big emotion that you're avoiding. I need to go take a soothing bath. Um, okay, does that make sense, Emily? I know this season was coming to an end, but now I'm feeling it, which is kind of making me panic a bit. Am I picking that up correctly? What do the cards or spirits say? Hey, Melissa. Wow, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Welcome. Welcome back. You are joining High Vibe Mornings. I'm going to do this every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to come live just to help everyone get high vibe and then do free mini reads for 30 minutes. After that, for the show to continue, I do start asking for super chat donations over there on YouTube. Um, but I'm going to come live every day, 11 a.m. with a general for the collective. So if you can't join live, you can come back and still hear what you need to hear. And if you, for those who can join live, I'm going to do mini reads. Emily's saying, thank you. That makes so much sense. Yeah. Okay. Good job, Emily. So Antoinette, I know this season is coming to an end, but now I'm feeling it. It's kind of making me panic a bit. Yes, you are correct. So, what's that list of 10? What are you going to do instead when that panic hits? And that's where's my source of love? Where's my someone cares about me? Okay, so what's since that's what I'm looking for, What are a list of 10 things I could do that love myself? Well, I can make myself a warm cup of tea. I can make myself that new recipe I was looking at. The warm cup of tea would be that 2 to 10 minute thing I talked about. The new recipe would be the 30-minute plus thing I talked about, the warm bath. I could buy myself flowers. That could be the 30-second thing because you can go online and order flowers to be delivered. Don't spend a lot of money though, because the 3 to 4 that are supposed to be under 30 seconds, that's supposed to be something that's like cheap, quick, you know? Um, so what wow, 1:30 a.m. Whew, good morning to you. What are you doing awake at 1:30 a.m.? But thanks for coming and hanging out. Um, Makes sense, Antoinette? Yeah. Yeah, it's like you weren't prepared to feel loved and cared about, and then for it to kinda, like, all of a sudden drop, but all it is guys, is when you're into a relationship, whether it's friendship or, like, romantic, it's you 2 are scoping each other out for a while. So and then once someone realizes, like, "Whoa, this isn't quite a match," they do tend to pull back energy and effort. So all that's happening right now is, like, is you're taking it personal, you're making it mean something about you. Like, "What the heck? I didn't even put." I mean, just saying for example's sake, like, I didn't even ask everything they would have asked out of, like, a potential husband, and you still can't even deliver that. That means I must not be worth that. No, no, no. It's just the other person probably recognized it first that, whoa, she wants something I can't give, or whoa, this isn't quite a compatible match. So just recognize it as think of rejection as redirection. Like, oh, okay, they picked up on something that makes us not a good match. Well, universe, where's my match? Help me feel better. So this is and you also gotta get good at manifesting the emotions, not just the tangible thing. Help me help me feel better about this. Help me feel soothed through this because I am kind of losing something that I enjoyed. I would really like the clarity about what I'd like next, and I really would like to be able to feel more in my body that I'm gonna be okay. That I would like reassurance that I'm going to be able to manifest the end goal that I would like. So when you're in a step 5 moment, which is what you're very much in, that's when you guys are downward spiraling. You just want to soothe yourself. When you're do soothing stuff, warm cup of tea, bath, gentle walk, stretch, hug kids if you got kids, call friends if you got a friend, um, soothe yourself. When you feel soothed and like, okay, I'm going to be okay. That really sucked, but I'm going to be okay. Then go, okay, universe, really start helping me feel worthy of XYZ, the end goal. Show me what it feels like when I've received that. Show me what it feels like when I'm kissing it or when I'm holding it in my hands. What does it feel like to be in the relationship? What does it feel like to be holding the money that I want to manifest? I hope that makes sense. What did they realize? Well, we covered some of that on our one on one. Oh, wow, Antoinette, they realize that you're content and happy on your own. It's almost as if you took the gifts for granted and they were like, "Okay, well, if my little gifts don't raise their little bells, don't make them feel loved, then I guess they don't need them." Oh, and they also have a limiting belief of like hold on, I wanna see what the little booklet says about this one. Um, yeah, it kinda looks like they have a little belief of, "Oh, I guess I'm just supposed to be alone. No one could, like, no one would want this. No, like the little bit that I have left to give, no one would want it. I get it because like 95% of my life is like occupied in a dumpster fire." So, Antoinette, if you want to do like inner child work on your own, it's like, what's the part of me that is clinging onto and trying to make something work that isn't compatible or exactly what I want? And it makes sense, right? Because it's like that felt really good. I want that good feeling thing back. But it's okay, fine, I get it though. It was only ever supposed to be like this level of enjoyment, this level of commitment. I'm trying to go to a well that's, like, tapped out for what it had to give, like, it sucks having to let go of, like, if you would just call me, if you would just send me a photo, if you would just do what you've been doing beforehand, I would feel good right now. Right. That's taking it out of your control. In control is, "Oh, of course I want food dropped off. I love it when someone drops food off to me and when someone thinks about me, goes out of their way to make me feel better, that does feel good." So that's the lesson that you were learning, Antoinette. It's the graciously receiving. It's the when you receive something, it's allowing your body to feel moved. It's that little bit of an old choice of entitlement of a like a, well, I do deserve this, right? If you give someone a gift and they have this like, I do deserve this good feeling thing versus someone who's, oh, you brought me lunch and you've been bringing me lunch like a couple times a week for like a year now. And you, oh my God, it still delights me every single time. Which one are you going to give it to, Antoinette? And do you see how it wasn't your husband because you didn't want to learn that lesson with your husband? This is where you can gain the clarity. Step 5, I'd let all the lessons that that I would feel embarrassed about learning with my life mate, my husband, I'd like to learn them rapidly and quickly if that's what you want and be willing for that like massive download or those big epiphanetic sessions with us. There's just a little bit of you that doesn't want to go through the growth quickly right now. So you gotta be okay that it's like okay, what am I learning from this gentleman? What am I expanding in that's gonna let me allow in my partner? Keeping your focus on what am I learning that's helping me expand and to enjoy my husband? Because then it would feel like okay, I guess I've learned everything I needed from this person if they're starting to slowly backslide out. So intervene, any last lessons I need from this guy, let's learn it and let's either let in the new one or you get to choose or give me a bunch of these epiphanies on my own. And it's just really the discomfort we feel in you is you can't decide if you're okay with another, we'll call it casual relationship, but by that we just mean either a friendship or a short-term relationship, or you can't decide if you're fuck it, give me the download of epiphanies to just be with my husband already. Ooh, Ashley's here. What's up, Ashley? Hey, so Ashley, how these shows work is I'm doing these every day, Monday through Friday. So come live again, come hang out. I'm doing them at 11 a.m. Eastern time. The first 30 minutes is always free. After 30 minutes, I do ask for donations. So, like super chat, if you're on YouTube, it's just like the easiest way to do it. Or you can Venmo me or PayPal if you want a personal. So, to answer your question, I'll give you a quick one. It's definitely way more on the right path than what you were trying to do, Ashley. If you want me to go into detail, it's the donation time of the show, or come hang out. I'm doing it Monday through Friday. The first 30 minutes is always free. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up Antoinette's question, but after that, I would appreciate super chat donations. And of course, I accept PayPal or Venmo too. You just gotta let me know if that's what you want to do, and I'll give you those. So Melissa, you had to give someone medications and now you're awake from it. Well, you're a loving, caring soul. Okay, so I do feel a bit bad. It makes a lot of sense. I do feel a bit bad. I didn't appreciate the gifts. Yeah, so you're just like shaking off that little bit of entitlement, of like a yeah, I do deserve this. Because there's a difference between that prance, that force, that I do deserve this treatment versus that um, this food, I default expect good tasting food. I default expect that people are gonna be up close and personal in my life, that they like to give me cool gifts because I like to give cool gifts, and this is really, really good. Um, okay. Wait, does that mean you want a personal read right now, Ashley? You'll also have to tell me if you Venmo me or PayPal or something, or you could hop over to my YouTube, and just do a super chat. That way it's easier. Um, Or if you promise to send it to me later, I'll do it right now, Ashley. But that's only because I know her, guys, and I know she'll do it. If you do promise that, um, I'll go more in detail after Antoinette's. Okay. Little presents are the best. So thoughtful from the giver makes me smile. Spot on. Okay, so Antoinette, you're now just like sinking into the new choice of I'm really ready when people are up close and personal in my life to really appreciate when they put their focus and their time and their energy on me. And I'm really so all this was like a little bit of a fear of stepping into feeling good. And this is like that book, guys, The Big Leap. If you guys remember that book, I used to talk about it a lot. Oh, I didn't know you had my number, Ashley. Let me get that for you right now. You actually don't know what email of mine. It's kellylunt@gmail.com, Ashley, because I think that's all you need, right? I assume that was you who texted me. I guess your number didn't transfer when I got my new phone. Okay, so Antoinette, wrapping up this lesson, it's when you're a little kid, you do have an expectation of like, my mom makes me food, right? Once you get older, you kind of realize that it's like, oh, wait, anytime someone gives you food, that took resources from them, whether it was money, time, energy. So it's that appreciation of, huh, sorry guys, someone's calling. I wonder if that impacts Instagram when someone calls and I'm using my phone for that. Um, Let me just decline that. Quick commercial break from the show. And now let me get back to YouTube. I'm logging into PayPal. Are you going to submit your question to the PayPal? Or are you going to write your question over here on Facebook, Ashley? Because I'll have to figure out how to. If you're going to do it in YouTube, I'm going to figure out how to view it. Oh, Concha's on. What's up? Yeah, Concha, I'm doing this show every day now, every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 30 minutes. I'm always going to channel a general message for the collective. So if you can't join live, you can come back and hear the message to get high vibe and hear your next step in life. After 30 minutes, I do ask for super chats, donations, Venmo, PayPal, typically at least $20, guys. That's the suggested amount to keep the show going past 30 minutes. So every day, man, I just want to help people for free. So, okay, is there anything more to say to Antoinette's? And then, ooh, what an interesting question. Why can't I? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and close Instagram because you know what? That phone is getting into a distraction. Mm. Okay, Antoinette, is there anything else that we need to cover on your topic? I think we're good. Okay. Okay, so now we're going over to Ashley's question. So it is like the super chat donation part of the show, guys. If you want to be after Ashley, super chat, Venmo, PayPal. I'll see you Wednesday. Okay, see you Wednesday. Oh yeah, we got our one-on-one on Wednesday. Okay, is going into I'm gonna read your hey Cordelia, good morning. I'm gonna read your first question. Ashley, thanks. So that's perfect. I'd like to know if I'm finally on the right path going full speed back into commercial lending. The full speed part, Ashley, we gotta work on that. Um, because that's kind of what caused your last one. You're like, that's it, I'm all in. And there right now, there's just a little bit of like, I'm either all in or I'm not, which is an overall pattern to just become aware of. Think of it more as a, okay, this is the next thing that is delighting me right now. I want to explore this to see if I like it. Because they're saying, do you see that? That we want to clean up a little bit of the last one so you don't make the same pattern mistake again. It was that like all in charge ahead. And then when resistance came up, you thought, I was like, nope, I'm just going to get through it. When in reality, it was your inner being telling you no. And they're asking, do you see that first? Oh, I see your other comments now I sent you a text for your PayPal. It was. So they're asking, do you see that first before they keep going, Ashley? And if you guys are gonna PayPal, it's kellylunt@gmail.com. Venmo, I don't know, that'll be a little bit harder. It's a picture of me. Send me a text on here that you did it so that I know to give you the read. Don't know that my life is going up and down. I just want justice because I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. Krishna, if you want me to answer your personal questions, we're past the first 30 minutes, which is always free. So if you want me to answer that, either come back tomorrow live and get that question in the first 30 minutes, or I do ask for a YouTube super chat. Okay, Ashley's saying that makes sense. Okay, so this is where Ashley, a rampage of, okay, I see how I went all in and I thought it was resistance. I just had to move through and get through. And Ashley, this lesson will also help with weight loss. Um, I see that now, and I'd like my new pattern, my new choice to be testing and seeing if I like something. So I'd like to get more in touch with my emotions ever than before. Any old emotions that I've been avoiding, I'm willing to feel them now. Because some of the money fear, Ashley, is coming from, I think it's your mom, but it's a parent. So it's not actually your money fear, it's theirs that you're trying to solve. And they're saying, do you see how that's what's making you really like obsess over getting the money thing solved? Yeah. I'm gonna work with you for a while, Ashley. Don't worry. I'm gonna work with you for a while on this question. If there were like, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 other super chat donations, I'd be quicker with my help. So relax, take a breath right now. You're the one that sent in money so I'm gonna work with you. So we're gonna take it, do their step by step helping with you, and then because there tends to be some things you need to hear energetically, emotionally before you get the actual answer you're looking for. So I'm gonna work with you for a while, Ashley. How are you? Oh, I got a private personal yoga session with Yoga with Concha tomorrow that I'm very much looking forward to. I can what I will comment on that, Ashley, until I see a little bit more from you. Um, it's not that because commercial lending does have a glow around it when I feel into that energy of it, but it might mean that it's gonna be you don't know if it's full time, go full charge ahead, or if it's part time, if it's one of many revenue streams for yourself. Oh my god, that makes complete sense. So and so quit his 9 to 5 to do this with me. My parents are upset since we didn't have any money coming in. Okay. Wow, I could see why that would put some pressure on you for sure. Wow. And damn, commercial lending. That's cool. I love it when my clients are like, "You're so cool, you could channel spirit." And I'm like, "No, you're cool. You're doing something I could never do." Okay, so give me an updated sentence about where you're at, Ashley, and then we do have money in the bank to do that. Yeah, if you're competent. So give me a sentence based on like what spirit just last said so I know where you're at. It kind of sounds like it's just this. Is this something we should go all in? Like, I want to know it's going to be worth it in the end. I want to know it's going to be worth it in the end before I go all in because I don't want to like waste my time, my resources again, or pursue a path that I don't actually want again. Um, but actually, that's why we encourage. Okay, we've set this up. We're going. We would like to meet couple people, the first couple people that we can help who need commercial lending. I know I want it to feel enjoyable and soft. We need to do it in a way where we feel reassured that we'll hit our money goals. Because no matter what, I'd like to be reassured whether this is the full time thing or one income stream. I'd like to feel reassured that I'm on the right path and will be able to enjoy it. I'd like to release my mom's energy to her because I'd like to sink more into the fact that I'm competent and capable with making money. So I'm open to marketing clients. I'm open to commercial lending. Hey, you know what? Marketing clients, even though that's not something I want to do full time, if I just manifested one and if you made it an easeful, enjoyable one, spirit, that would be something that would bring in cash now. Well, commercial lending will bring in more longer term money. But no matter what, like I want this to feel easeful and enjoyable. I'm now hyper emphasizing the enjoyable vibration within me. Because if I'm going to be working someone with marketing, I want to enjoy it. If I'm going to be working with someone with helping them build something, I want to enjoy it. So no matter what, I now know without a certainty of a doubt, I'm ready to feel reassured that I can hit my money goals. I'm ready to release all my mom's energies and all the things that she couldn't solve back to her and sink more into my own energy. And I would really like to get to know myself more, to know what I enjoy doing. So I'm deliberately, intentionally manifesting one, two, maybe three people that I could do a commercial lending to. And I know I need them to feel. That's where we need your focus, Ashley. Enjoyable. Because you might want, I want it to feel like family. So that means I want to get to know their kids. I want them to be part of my life. So I'd like a social aspect of it too. Or do you just want I actually want the quick, easy ones, the people who are 90% through with their commercial development and they had this one little hiccup came up, so they just need a short-term loan to finish the damn project, and then I get a quicker return on my money. Do you see, Ashley? Just answer the question because we're gonna work with you a little bit longer. Do you see how there's many different ways you can manifest this? But it's all about give me someone who just needs that quick completion of a project. You might do it and go, that felt really good, universe. Give me some more of those. I am in it just for like the cash. Or you might go, okay, the cash was cool, but you know what? I actually like seeing it in the demolition phase. I like seeing it in the Kelly doesn't know all the words, Ashley, but I like seeing it when they're leveling out the ground and impacting it. I like to see the foundation being built. Do you see how it's all a deliberate choice of this is what I enjoy? I love this. This is exactly what I want. I guess I'm concerned that doing this versus opening a new marketing business is my hesitating. Oh, it sounds like from what I heard from their general to you was that it might be a little combo of both. Yeah, because they're saying no matter what, Ashley, it's about you learning the lesson about not full steam focusing on something and like plowing through. It's more about I know overall I'm at a point in my life where I want my life to have what? More time to exercise, more time to look up recipes and cook good food because I really want to prioritize my health and my happiness. I know that I'm looking forward to having lots of downtime with my children and my husband so that we could spend a lot of time connecting and bonding. So no matter how this works out, like give me just one marketing client. I want it to be a sizable amount of money so that I feel good about myself. I feel proud of myself and I'll like the feeling of productivity, but just give me one so that I could have money coming in now and a productive feeling because that's something else that you're looking for, Ashley, is I'm ready to feel productive. I'm ready to like take action and get kind of like not immediate, but ready to get like a tangible result from it because it kind of looks like you were missing that when you were doing the school thing that you were doing. Is that feeling of productivity and like accomplishment. Um, so that's why you're manifesting more than one thing right now. You're letting go of your mom's energy and trying to solve her manifestation, but it's still I'm looking for productivity in a way where I still get to enjoy my personal life in this way. Journal on that, fill in that blank, and then go, okay, I do want to explore with marketing again. One client where I feel blank. And then you could I actually really liked that universe. Go ahead and give me one more. Give me one, two, or three commercial lending people where I feel blank. And then see how you like it. Cause then you could it makes okay, it's making sense. The irony in this is I am finishing an AI course at the University of Washington this week. What's wrong with an AI course? I'm starting to hear about Chat GPT, and I'm like, damn, maybe I need to learn how to use that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube and just focus over here on Ashley. Love you guys. I'll be back. I do this show, High Vibe Mornings and free mini reads every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The first 30 minutes is always free. After that, I do ask for donations, whether it's Super Chat, Venmo, PayPal, to keep the show going longer. It's a great way to balance being free as well as, making sure gifts are valued and whatnot. So love you guys. Hopefully to see you tomorrow.